Welcome to the Vehicle Freak channel. Today, we're diving into how you can make your Toyota last over 300,000 miles without major repairs. Sound ambitious? It's entirely possible with the right approach to maintenance and awareness. Whether you're a car enthusiast or just want your vehicle to serve you reliably for years, these tips will set you on the path to achieving that impressive mileage. The secret to long-lasting Toyota vehicles. So what's the magic formula for hitting 300,000 miles? It boils down to two critical factors: rigorous maintenance and keen awareness of your car's condition. Sure, you can get any Toyota to 100,000 miles with minimal effort, and a bit more care can get you to 200,000 miles. But if you want to push beyond that, especially up to 300,000 or even 400,000 miles, you'll need to be more diligent. Here's how to do it. Oil changes, the foundation of longevity. Oil changes are one of the most fundamental aspects of vehicle maintenance, but they're also one of the most important. Many modern Toyotas come with a recommended oil change interval of 10,000 miles, but this can be misleading. Unless you're regularly driving long distances, this interval might not be ideal. In most cases, aiming to change your oil every 5,000 miles or every 6 months is a better strategy. Why is this so crucial? Engines burn fuel that mixes with the oil, gradually breaking it down. Over time, this can lead to sludge buildup and reduced engine efficiency. By changing your oil more frequently, you help maintain engine performance and prevent serious issues down the line. Choosing the right oil. When it comes to oil, don't just go for the cheapest option. While you don't need to splurge on the most expensive oil either, opt for a high-quality brand that suits your Toyota's needs. Toyota recommends using oils that meet their specifications, and many of these are produced by reputable brands like Mobil 1. These oils are designed to Toyota's standards and often perform better than generic options. If you're unsure about which oil to use, Toyota's own branded oil, made by Mobil 1, is a solid choice. It's often competitively priced and meets Toyota's high standards. Just remember, this specific oil is formulated for Toyotas, so it might not be the best choice for other makes and models. Changing oil filters. Along with oil, don't forget to change the oil filter every time you do an oil change. A clogged or inefficient oil filter can reduce oil flow and increase engine wear. Replacing the oil filter ensures that the new oil stays clean and effective for as long as possible. Transmission fluid, the unsung hero. Transmission fluid maintenance is another critical aspect that's often overlooked. For non-hybrid Toyota models, it's recommended to replace the transmission fluid every 60,000 miles or every 6 years. For hybrid models, you should consider changing the fluid every 60,000 to 90,000 miles. Why regular transmission fluid changes matter. Transmission fluid serves several key functions. It lubricates the transmission's moving parts, helps with cooling, and provides the hydraulic pressure needed for smooth shifting. Over time, transmission fluid can break down and become contaminated with debris from the transmission itself. Regular changes help keep the transmission in good working order and prevent expensive repairs. Avoiding common transmission fluid mistakes. Changing the transmission fluid too frequently can be just as problematic as not changing it at all. The reason? Transmission fluid contains debris from the clutches that can help maintain proper engagement and shifting. Overdoing it can lead to a situation where the transmission lacks this beneficial debris, causing potential slipping or other issues. On the other hand, if you never change the fluid, the contaminants can build up and cause blockages or wear out components. The key is balance. Change the fluid at the recommended intervals to keep everything functioning smoothly. Coolant replacement, keeping your engine cool. Coolant, especially the pink coolant used in many modern Toyotas, is essential for regulating engine temperature. However, coolant degrades over time and becomes acidic, which can damage critical engine components. To avoid these issues, replace your coolant every 50,000 miles or every 5 years. The consequences of neglecting coolant maintenance. Old or contaminated coolant can lead to various problems, including water pump failure. The water pump is often a weak point in Toyota engines. Acidic coolant can wear out the pump's seals and bearings, leading to leaks and overheating. Head gasket damage. While it's less common, acidic coolant can eventually lead to head gasket issues. This might not directly cause mixing of oil and coolant, but can result in external leaks or internal engine problems. Hybrid coolant considerations. If you drive a hybrid Toyota, you also need to be mindful of the inverter coolant. Though it operates differently from engine coolant, it still requires regular changes to prevent leaks and maintain efficient cooling. Follow the same intervals as for engine coolant to keep your hybrid running smoothly. Differential and transfer case fluids. For Toyota trucks and all-wheel drive vehicles, maintaining differential and transfer case fluids is crucial. These fluids help lubricate and cool the components that transfer power from the engine to the wheels. Recommended replacement intervals. Differential fluid. Replace every 30,000 miles, especially if you use your vehicle for heavy towing or off-road driving. For normal driving conditions, you might stretch this to 60,000 miles, but more frequent changes are advisable. Transfer case. Fluid. Similar to differential fluid, replace it every 30,000 miles to ensure smooth operation of your all-wheel drive system. Choosing the right fluid. Toyota sells its own differential and transfer case fluids, but they can be quite pricey. You can use other reputable brands that meet Toyota's specifications. Ensure you're using fluids with the correct designations, such as GL3 or GL5, depending on your vehicle's requirements. Brake fluid. Ensuring safety. Brake fluid is essential for the hydraulic braking system, but it absorbs moisture over time, which can lead to brake performance issues. Replace brake fluid every 3 to 5 years to maintain optimal braking performance. Why brake fluid needs regular replacement. Moisture in brake fluid can cause several problems. Reduced brake performance. Moisture lowers the boiling point of brake fluid, which can lead to brake fade or failure under high-stress conditions. Corrosion. Moisture can cause corrosion inside the brake system, leading to component damage and potential leaks. Testing brake fluid. If you're unsure about the condition of your brake fluid, you can use a brake fluid tester to check its moisture content. Many auto parts stores sell these testers, which can give you a quick indication of whether it's time for a change. Power steering fluid. Keeping the steering smooth. If your Toyota has hydraulic power steering, many newer models use electric steering, you should replace the power steering fluid every 50,000 to 70,000 miles. This fluid helps ensure smooth and precise steering. Avoiding fluid cross-contamination. Be careful not to use automatic transmission fluid, ATF, in your power steering system. While some manuals might list ATF as an option, dedicated power steering fluids are formulated with different additives to protect the system's seals and components. Choosing the right fluid. Toyota's power steering fluid can be expensive, but you can use other compatible brands. Just make sure it meets Toyota's specifications to avoid potential issues. Spark plugs. The final touch. Spark plugs play a critical role in engine performance by igniting the air-fuel mixture. Most Toyota models recommend replacing spark plugs every 60,000 to 120,000 miles, depending on the engine type. Using the correct spark plugs. Always use the original spark plugs recommended by Toyota. If you opt for aftermarket options, ensure they match the specifications of the original plugs. Using the wrong plugs can lead to misfires, reduced performance, or even engine damage. Preventing seizing. If you haven't reached the recommended mileage for spark plug replacement, but the plugs are due for a change, e.g., after 10 years, consider removing and reinstalling them to prevent them from seizing in the cylinder head. Seized plugs can be difficult and costly to replace. Regular inspections, the key to early detection. No matter how well you maintain your vehicle, regular inspections are crucial. Schedule a comprehensive inspection at least once a year, or ideally every 6 months. This helps catch small issues before they turn into major problems. What to look for. During inspections, pay attention to fluid leaks. Small leaks can lead to bigger issues if not addressed promptly. Wear and tear. Check belts, hoses, and other components for signs of wear. Performance issues. Any changes in how the car drives or unusual noises should be investigated. DIY versus professional inspections. If you're a DIY enthusiast, you can perform these inspections yourself. Otherwise, a professional mechanic can help ensure that all aspects of your car are in good shape. Regular inspections can prevent costly repairs and ensure your car continues to perform reliably. For those who rely on professionals, if you're not into DIY maintenance, you can still ensure your Toyota lasts. Be proactive about understanding what's being done during each service. Ask questions about the fluids and parts being used and research them if necessary. Keeping track of maintenance. Maintaining a log of your car's service history is essential. Record details like oil changes, date, mileage, and type of oil used. Fluid replacements. Dates and mileage for transmission, coolant, brake fluid, etc. Component replacements. Details of parts replaced, such as spark plugs or belts. Choosing the right mechanic. If you're not doing the work yourself, choose a reputable mechanic who is familiar with Toyota vehicles. Check reviews, ask for recommendations, and ensure they use Toyota-approved parts and fluids. Final thoughts. The road ahead. Maintaining a Toyota to last over 300,000 miles is about more than just following a checklist. It's about being engaged and proactive in your vehicle's care. Regular maintenance, using the right parts and fluids, and staying on top of inspections are all part of the process. Whether you're a DIY mechanic or someone who prefers to leave it to the professionals, the key is to be informed and diligent. With these tips, you'll be well on your way to enjoying a long, reliable life with your Toyota. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more expert car care advice.